Well, if you are a Periphery fan, you already know that they have released another music video to go along with their yet-to-be-released brand new album. And I have singer Spencer Sotelo in the studio with me to watch the video with me as I watch it for the first time. This is amazing. What am I gonna see?
So everything is real footage that you're about to see. Rod Chong is the director we worked with. He works for Race Services, and he's got a team that he had with him the whole time there at the studio we were shooting at. And what they did is they took all real footage and they superimposed it with AI prompting. I don't know the ins and outs of exactly how that works, and I don't think it's even really available to the public yet, what they're doing. But yeah, everything you're about to see is real footage. Me singing, everything in it, and it's just superimposed.
They filmed you, and are you filming in front of a green screen?
No green screen. A lot of it was filmed in front of an LED screen, and they created these backgrounds that go with the music and pulse with it and everything. They created all of that. And then there's also some shots where we used a projector as well. Were
you filming together with the band, or was it like you stood up and did your thing, and then you got Matt doing his thing, or was it?
There's actually no band performance in this. This is like the only Periphery video that we've all been in where there's no band performance at all.
But it's still real footage.
You'll see.
Okay.
You'll see.
All right. If you are interested in unpacking how Spencer does what he does vocally, and you want some killer warm-ups that Spencer uses before he goes to perform, before he goes to record in the studio, click the link below and join the free warm-ups course, Spencer Sotelo's Warm-Ups for Total Destruction.
That's right.
And you'll have a bulletproof warm-up routine to make sure that you're prepared to do all the extreme stuff you want to do with your voice. I'm sorry. So these are real pictures.
This is real footage
and real people.
Yeah, in real time. Mm-hmm.
Nice. Is this what they used in the most recent Linkin Park video?
I believe it is, yeah.
Huh. Clearly you, it's not like they've just sepia'd it, and is that even a word?
Yeah.
It's not like they put an effect over you. It's a re-rendering of
That's what it is, yeah. And so Rod asked for 30 pictures of 30 different headshots of every band member. Mm-hmm. And so, like when I'm singing there and you see all these other faces coming in, some of those are actually other pictures of me that the AI is like rendering over it.
Oh, yeah. And that explains the jerkiness, mm-hmm. But it's still so coherent.
It's I don't understand exactly what's happening, but it's fucking cool.
Okay, and on the vocal performance, so I've heard a couple other songs off this record so far, and have just been floored by the presence and the way the vocals sit in the mix.
Thank you, man.
And I'm noticing it again on here. The mix is massive, but you can hear the nuances in every detail of your voice so well. And I think part of that, like even the way that you're you're going to different pitch. You didn't use any pitch correction on the lead vocals.
There's some on like backing vocals, and like you'll hear throughout the song there's other like weird vocal synth effects. There's like tuning all over that stuff.
Right.
But the main like raw like takes right down the center that are up in your face, like no tuning at all. Yeah.
Yeah, they're so sticky, and I connect with them because you don't have that barrier of that tuning.
Yeah, I had a lot more time to play around on this record. So, I noticed, I would try and tune things, and going back without tuning, it's like all these little flavors and nuances pop through, especially like transitioning between notes, the things that are happening between the notes. That's where it makes the biggest difference.
I love the synth lines. Oh, that's creepy. Net grew.
These are all actors too that we have in there.
Ooh, how you landed on that. You landed on that note. So that's really, really awesome.
Thanks, man.
What are those text things coming in there?
I don't know. I have no idea. I haven't stopped it to read it yet.
Weird.
So I have no idea.
Oh, man. So that's not you.
That's me. Well, I'm doing that.
Yeah, you're
but
doing
then there's
it.
all these other faces that are popping in and out.
That are not you, though.
That are not me. Yeah, I don't think. I don't think he used anything for me on that one. I think those are just
aged
random.
you 200 years and then put you in or something.
Who knows?
I mean, as usual, the blend of pop sense with the intensity is, it's just right on. I mean, it's what I would expect coming off a Hail Stand, for
Thanks,
sure.
Man.
They so perfectly matched the way your tone of your scream evolves to the way the face is.
Right? And that wasn't me. That was one of the dancer actors. So like you see these people moving all over with like what looks like a phone, right?
Yeah.
So in the video, that was it was like a brick light. I think it was like one of their camera lights that they had set, and they made it look like a phone. But everybody's doing these choreography dances to the phone, and that was like one of the dancers that was in it, and he just happened to like mime what was happening there perfectly.
Well, and of course they're exaggerating it with all the AI stuff they're putting in, but that's the kind of thing that you can't pull out that kind of exaggeration with. It's almost like I'm in that case. It was like I was watching a time lapse video, sort of. I had that same sort of reaction where, what exactly is happening here? Oh, there's something growing out of his face. So cool.
The street turning into a building.
Yeah, and the car turning into a face. that's so weird. What is that effect right there in your voice?
That's vocal synth 2.
Okay.
Isotope, yeah.
Oh, that's cool. There's a soulfulness in your voice that I don't think I've heard like this. Freedom, I think some of it maybe is the pitch correction or lack of, but the way you're landing on notes, I pointed that one out. There's this space and freedom around your voice that seems like you've grown a lot in that area.
I have, and I also just made the decision to, when the character really needs to come through and I really need to get my point across emotionally in the song, like I throw all technique and everything to the wind and just focus on what it's sounding like and how it's landing for the recording.
So you're not thinking about hitting certain pitches.
No.
You're not even necessarily planning certain melodies. Although the melodies you're repeating things well and they're catchy and stuff like that, but you're not going for pitch, you're going for feel.
Yeah, and even just like thinking about placement and like, you know, where everything's sitting at.
Yeah.
Throwing all that to the wind, you know, and I think a lot of it was just practicing these lines over and over before I record them as well. And maybe muscle memory has something to do with why I'm able to do that.
Yeah.
But not thinking about it and focusing more on just the emotion and letting myself feel it while I'm doing it.
Yeah, I'm going to have to go back and watch the video another 10 times just so I can get those text things.
So what I was saying to Chris is that I've seen the video probably about 10 times now. We've had the final for about a week, and I feel like I'm watching a new video every time I watch it. Like my brain doesn't know what to do with it yet.
Right. I mean, just things like the way that even like Misha's not in the video as much because he's not singing, but the way that his face morphs, and I don't know. I feel like I saw on that last Misha one where it was like, it's a little bit of Misha, a little bit of you.
Yeah.
I mean, are they even...
I think I've seen some shots, too, where when I'm singing, I see other band members' faces pop in over my... Or, like, parts of their face.
Blend in with your...
I feel like there was a point in the video, I caught this one of the times that I was watching it, that I felt like all of our faces were on my face at one time.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's what Rod did. I'd have to ask him, but... Yeah.
And it doesn't even matter. I mean, the fact that we even sense that makes it all the... This is the kind of thing, like a good album, that you want to go back and watch so you can enjoy it in different ways.
Yeah.
I like that it has this semi-ambiguous story going on, too. So the other thing I think of is, if you've seen those videos on YouTube where they, I took a picture a day for 20 years and you see the transformation of the faces.
Yeah.
I kind of feel that pacing in some of those things right there,
Totally.
where things are changing so quickly. You see this evolution of something, but you're not quite sure what you're looking at.
It'd be interesting to figure out exactly how they use prompting to do all this stuff. Like, is some of it random or is it all very deliberate? I have no idea. Like, this is such a new technology that, like, I don't think anybody really fully understands yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is all real footage.
So crazy. I love these detached parts of Periphery songs too.
These little palette cleansers in between.
Oh, it's so great. And on the record, they're all running into each other.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Pretty seamless.
I read that one. Oh, cool. But yeah, what are they filming to get that?
They filmed the sun setting probably, and then zoomed it in, and then put over other footage. Yeah,
in there.
Yeah, put the skyline of LA in there, because that's where we shot it, was in LA.
So is this exhausting to make?
This was actually the easiest video that I've ever done personally. Like when we do other music videos too, like the guys have to play their instruments, and like Matt on the drums especially, like having to play it 40 times in a day, to get different angles and everything. With this, there was no performance involved aside from just, like miming the singing.
Yeah.
I probably did it 30 times. And they had me in place because they didn't want me to move away from the screens or anything like that. I had to be like center. So I wasn't really doing a lot of moving around. So I'd say for me, it was the easiest shot I've ever done.
So you guys flew out to LA, and all the footage was done in an afternoon?
Yeah. I think we started at like 10 or 11 or something like that and ended at like 5 or 6.
Wow.
Yeah, it was very short. But it took them about a month to do all of the post-production stuff.
Well, it's so on par with how I feel like Periphery's releases are in general. You're always doing something that's new and further out than other bands, I mean, especially in the genre, are doing, right? Like, you're one of the first people to offer the isolated stems and stuff for people to get and play with, and I mean, there's not a lot of bands that are that transparent and open with what they do.
Well, I think we just, we like to keep our fans engaged, and we also like to do things that are new for us as well, to keep it fun for us.
Yeah. Wow. Well, while I have you here, talk a little bit about the Wildfire video and compare it with making this. I mean, I know it was a lot different, obviously, because of the real performances.
Yeah, it was a lot different, and it took a lot longer. That was like a 10-hour shoot or something like that.
Yeah.
And everybody was there, so it was a bit different. But for this, like you see shots of the other band members, they weren't there. Like Misha was there, but he didn't have any camera time. The other guys did not fly in for this.
Oh.
They just all sent in pictures of themselves.
Oh, so you were the only guy who flew in.
I was the only person on camera that did, like, everything else. When you see the band member shots, those are superimposed, like either me or other actors that were there with the faces put over them.
So that would make sense why we were seeing if Misha was moving or whatever. That was probably you moving.
Me or one of the other actors, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So, for the Wildfire video, we were all in one room.
Right.
We did different sets and had multiple cameras on us at all times to get different angles. And there's just a lot more that goes into having a performance video like that.
Yeah.
Because you have to get so many different nuances of like Misha playing guitar, Jake playing, they're all playing different parts, having different camera angles on all of them,
And you're playing the song live to the studio recording.
Yes.
And you have to be keenly aware that all these nuances are being recorded.
Yeah.
Especially for, I mean, you want to make sure that you're playing the guitar lines like they are on the record and stuff, but that's got to be especially difficult for the vocals.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of it is just miming them. So I'll engage all the muscles and everything to make it look like I'm doing it. But if I had to do that for 10 hours in a day, my voice would be, I'd probably lose my voice forever.
Sure. I know, though, whenever I try to mime, I'm a very bad mimer because I can't ever sing it the same thing twice, especially if I start getting really engaged in the performance and the energy, like using all the muscles. The timing is so off. It doesn't look like I'm singing. It might from an intensity point of view, but I can't get it to look or shape like the original performance.
That's something I try and keep in mind too, like the shape of my mouth and what my eyes and my facial muscles would be doing, not just here.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, well, this is so cool. Be sure to go check out the full video without interruptions if you haven't already on Periphery's YouTube channel. Thank you for being here and going through this and giving me all the insider information as I see it. That's so awesome.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Yeah. Again, more coming from Spencer. Again, if you want to be kept up to date with some of the new things coming out from Periphery and for Spencer over the next few months, and you want help with warming up, click that link below and join the free warm-ups course, Spencer Sotelo's Warm-Ups for Total Destruction. We'll see you there.